Me Stan again. This is Puerto Vallarta's video fishing report from Masturbators. Me, the owner, Stanger Brook. We're here once again, and you can see right here we're moving from one location right next door. So if you guys know where I am, we'll be there shortly. I've been a little lazy, have been moving like I should. But this is the week after Patricia, not Patrina, and you can see that we're all in one piece. Pretty much went past us just like I thought I would last week. It just little rain, medium rain, no breeze, no nothing. The news services have been making it out like we've been slammed and we've been wiped out, but I know why they keep saying things like this. I guess they have their own agenda. But right now the fishing is great. They closed the port for 2 days. They didn't need to, but they closed it. We're still seeing marlin out there. We're seeing sailfish. I put Scooby out today on wanted tuna. He was out there for 8 hours, wound up going out to Corpetania, which is not supposed to do. Had a lot of sailfish chasing his baits, caught bonita, caught some snapper, but you know, nothing bigger than that. So it was a little disappointing, but you know, fishing is fishing. But we warned him, but still took him out to Corpetania. That's a 10-hour trip for an 8-hour price, so they all did good. Sailfish right now, they're running, you know, they're about 110, 120 pounds, somewhere around 150, 160, just depends on what you run into. Marlin are still 250 to 600 pounds. Things that have changed this week right now is you're up north by Punta Mita, going out there about 10 miles, a little bit north of the point. You're going to find blue marlin, you'll find black marlin, sailfish. You know, we're getting about 5 strikes a day, just depends on who's out there. Some days they're taking bait, some days they're not, like today. That was kind of an interesting thing. No Dorado, we're still kind of pinched on Dorado. Corpetania is still seeing tuna anywhere from 40, 60 pounds. We've been seeing a lot of 60, 80 pounders, some 120, 150 pounders. Last week we got some reports of bigger fish, but we haven't heard anything like that this week. So right now I just kind of figure 40 to about 80 pounds about what you get out there. I kind of count on a 12-hour trip, although they've been out there at Corpetania. You still need to go a little bit north of that, and right in the area between Corpetania out there where they have those ridges and channels underneath there, there's been a lot of action going on around there, especially with marlin. So, you know, kind of keep that between us. It's pretty good. El Banco this week still a little bit slow. You know, you can still get cubera snappers out there around 60 pounds. You'll find, you know, sailfish out there too, but you'll find sailfish in closer, so no sense in spending your dollar to go out there. Life is good, and you know, for right now, it's still Corpetania, Punta Mita, and right that area in there, right there where the Marriott Islands are, the kind of like the Golden Triangle. You can't go wrong. Figure 8 hours, 10 hours is probably better, just to give you a little extra insurance. Inside the bay, we're seeing some transitional things right now. Water temperatures are doing some weird things. Water currents now are going up from the south instead of down from the north, so that's complete opposite of what we would expect to see. So we're seeing some water temperatures coming up a little bit, and don't really know what that's going to mean. This El Nino thing is confusing. It's hard to figure out what's going to happen with that. Right now we're coming into the highest part of high season. A lot of big fish, a lot of demand for boats. We're going to find out here pretty soon what the rest of the season is going to be like, but we got a lot of demand for boats right now, so we're all pretty happy about that. Weather's coming down, and temperatures are getting better. What else can I say here? Out there in front of the rivers, we still got chinook, we still got snapper, but there's been so much rain from the hurricane that the water flowing through is pretty rough. So right now it's a little bit iffy. You got to go out there, give it a try, but you know, I pretty much stay away from the river mouths for another week until all that comes out. The water's been kind of dirty too, so it's making the water around the shoreline here in the bay a little bit dirty. But all in all, things are looking good. People are coming back. We got more and more fish every day. The water temperatures are great. We got plenty of bait. Right now, if you're running lures, you'd be looking at using a lot of purple, green. If you're using rapalas, I'd be using purple, silver, white bellies. That's working pretty good. Rapalas are working very good all over the place. I just told you that. Petroleros, diamond jigs. Can't go wrong with any of those. Cedar plugs are working with tuna. Talk about the oldest lure on the market that's available. The cedar plugs are working good. And, you know, all in all, you know, we're pretty much looking at the same conditions as last week, and we think we're going to be a little better. I'd like to remind you guys, go back and check out the webpage, www.masturbators.com.mx. I'm still selling my t-shirts online, so Steve would be happy to hear from you. Just fire us an email, and there should be an icon on there. I'm going to change that a little bit. You can still see my regular fishing reports. I usually post those on Monday or Tuesday. That's in the form of writing, and this one I do on usually Thursdays, try to get them up on Friday. And so you've got 2 reports a week to keep you updated. Bites happening a little bit earlier now. The moon's still a little full. You're going out there for tuna, make sure you're out there at the fishing grounds around 7 o'clock in the morning. You definitely don't want to be out there any later. Earlier wouldn't hurt. One of the problems about leaving early in the morning is that it's dark, and if you're going out there in the bay, especially after rains, we don't want to be hitting stumps or anything like that. I've literally seen refrigerators floating underwater out there, just a tip above it. Can't see those in the dark, so we do what we can. So if we leave a little bit early, just figure it's going to take a little longer to get out the fishing grounds. And having said that, guys have any questions about anything, it doesn't have to be about fishing, fire me an email. That's at catchfish@masterbaiters.com.mx. Don't forget the .com.mx. And what we'll do is we'll see you next week. Have a good time. Tell your friends about us. Share these reports, whatever you can. We can use all the attention we can get. So have a good time. We'll see you later. Hasta luego.